Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are here, standing before the Pillar of Ice and Flame, and it's time to play a little more City of Heroes. So let's hop right back into it. We've got some more defeating of villains to do in the Hollows. In the heart of the Hollows. If you are willing to help, I have urgent work for you. The trolls have been using a pair of local caves as storehouses for their superendine shipments. If you could infiltrate their warrens and destroy that superendine, it would put quite a crimp in the trolls' distribution ring. That means less violence in the Hollows and a chance for me to finally locate that gateway. Will you help me? Destroy the trolls' superendine. The trolls will not part with their narcotics easily. You have a long, hard battle ahead of you. Alright, so let's get to it. It's been actually, 2 weeks since I've done one of these. Actually, this past week, issue 20 for City of Heroes was released, and you can see there's actually a new loading screen for the Hollows. The first time it's been updated, if not since the game came out, then for a very long time since. We still got actually a little bit of slowdown going on here. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I turned down the graphics settings a bit, and actually had to get rid of the very detailed shadows. That makes the game run a bit smoother even without fraps. So, you know, it's definitely worth it. The game doesn't look quite as nice, but, you know, I prefer a smooth frame rate to, you know, having additional shadows. Oh, I got an alarm going on in the background, hang on. Alright, could have had worse timing. That is not the alarm I set for this video, so. Enemy superendine ampoules litter the cavern floor. This is actually still in the morning, so that was actually my alarm to make sure I got up. I probably should have actually gotten something to drink today before I started this, but no, I hopped right on it. I actually have a bit of a sore throat, so that was doubly stupid. But you know how it is. You get up, you brush your teeth, and then you've got that toothpaste taste in your mouth, so you don't really want to drink anything except for water. And I would have drank some water, but I didn't have any unopened bottles in the fridge, so. And I'm not sure if the ones that are open in there were mine, so I was like, alright, we'll just put one in the freezer. So I think the story arc is actually decently long. You notice that the dude we were talking to, the guy who gave us this mission, actually was talking like he already knew us a bit. You know, and that's how some of these story arcs are. Like, they actually have, if you were getting this naturally, that contact would have had an introduction, and likely would have had actually a mission or two for us that actually wasn't related to the story arc before he would trust us enough to give us this story arc. But since we're using the Ouroboros system to sort of travel back in time and look at these missions, whoa, exploding crates, you know, we don't actually get that introduction. We just hop right into the story arc. But yeah, issue 20 came out, and I know I mentioned I'm not a big fan of raid content or anything, and I'm generally not, but I have to say, I like, you know, what they did pretty well. More than the actual raids, like, the rewards are pretty darn neat. These 3 powers right here I have in my tray are all new incarnate powers. Unfortunately, I can't really use them unless I'm level 50, meaning I can't use them at all in these story arcs, but, you know, they're there. I'll get to show them off eventually. I considered, you know, doing a further story arc down the line or something, but I was like, nah, that would be jumping the gun too much to do a level 50 story arc for no reason other than to be like, hey, check out these new powers. Whoa, slow down. Sometimes when fraps switches from video part to video part, there will be considerable slowdown. I think that was one of them. Let's go Buganor. I really hope I'm not getting sick, though, because this weekend I was hoping to go to Six Flags. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that if I'm sick. Is this anything important? Probably not, but... Page from a strange diary. You found a scrap of paper while clearing out a troll superindine storehouse. It reads, Aga means R, I'm sure of it. Day by day, I understand these meanings of Igneous more intimately. They will not leave my dreams. Oh, noes! Yeah, I probably should have woken up a bit more before I did this. I've got a bit of froggy throat going on. Not that, well, I don't know that just waiting would have cleared that up. Because like I said, I do have a bit of sore throat, but... Oh well. Heroics must not wait, ladies and gentlemen. We have important tasks to take care of. Do. Moisture seeps from the cavern walls. Actually, let's pop this up. I've destroyed the superindine in the first troll base. Alright, so I guess I'm destroying more superindine here. My objectives are to seek clues and destroy 3 superindine stashes. Alright. And boom. End scene. But yeah, issue 20, it added 2 new sort of, big man raids. One with a minimum of, I want to say 8 players, and the other one with a minimum of 12. The 8-player minimum one having a max of 16, and the 12-player max being 24. So, some pretty sizable teams. And, I gotta say, I think that the 8-player minimum, which I'll just go ahead and say that one is called Lambda Sector. Lambda Sector, I think, is a more interesting raid of sorts, but the other one, the Behavioral Adjustment Facility, is shorter, and if you have a team that knows what they're doing, it's also easier, and the rewards are also better if you perform better. So it's kind of unbalanced. They didn't really do a very good job of sorting that one out, unfortunately. Because what it's going to devolve into, and what it already is devolving into, is everyone who's going after rewards is just doing that Behavioral Adjustment Facility one. Which is unfortunate, because like I said, I think the other one is a more interesting experience, but because it takes longer, and is ultimately more difficult, because I don't know why they felt the need to do this, but they had to deal with temporary powers, which are difficult for people to coordinate that don't know that the temporary powers are coming. Usually they'll appear in your tray, but if you have no empty slots, then they won't, and so you have to pull up your powers tray like this, scroll down to temporary powers, and it'll be like at the bottom of your list. So at the bottom right here is where it would be if you just acquired it. So, for anyone who doesn't expect that to be coming, and doesn't have like an empty slot on their tray down here, they have to do that, and if they don't know what's coming, then, there's so many ways for there to be miscommunication in that trial. Then there's a point where you need to split your teams to proceed, and complete 2 objectives at once, which again is more interesting, but it also is ultimately a lot more difficult, because one team is busy with one thing, so if one team gets into trouble while the other one is succeeding, you end up with one temporary power that you need, you have plenty of, and not enough of the other, and if you don't have enough of one or the other, you're pretty much, unless you're geared up for just a completely ridiculous team that can complete the task force, or rather the raid, I guess, without it, you're gonna fail. Though it is apparently possible to complete without those temporary powers. Actually, some dudes I know tried to do without the temporary powers at one point over this past weekend, and we came close. I think we might have been able to do it, but I'm not positive. We ended up giving it up because we were killing him at about the same percentage of rate as his health was going down. So, you know, it would have just been a waste of time if we weren't able to. We didn't have really enough level shifted people to ultimately complete it. Or, well, we probably didn't. Victory's ours! Page from Sam Winscott's diary. So here he is again. This tattered diary is missing many pages. The last entry is dated 1 week ago and reads, "They're moving me again tomorrow to another slave camp. I don't know why they've singled me out, but I'm determined not to let them frighten me. Maybe it's the tension, but my dreams are getting stronger now. In them, I have deciphered another word from the strange language of the igneous, Galapo. I believe this is the name of their species. The passage is signed Sam Winscott." Alright, so we are hot on the trail of Sam Winscott. I believe the story arc is considerably longer than Julius the Kind-Hearted Troll, so no worries on that one. Go see Talshak the Mystic. Whee! Oh god. Just float above the ground with a jetpack. I defy gravity. Oh god. Out of sync. Okay, Talshak. It'll take the trolls some time to recoup their losses from today. That diary you found certainly is interesting. Didn't you tell me you were looking for a young man named Sam Winscott? We haven't found him, but at least we know he's probably still alive. I'm sure that in itself will be a comfort to your old mentor, Lieutenant Winscott. My friend, you have impressed me. Some of my more potent charms may be of use to you. If you're in need, Black Rose of Thorns, you have only to call. So let's find out more about this contact before we move on. Very little is known about Talshak the Mystic. The only thing that is certain is that he's bent on protecting the mystical gateway that is rumored to exist deep within the Hollows. Does Talshak want to prevent the gateway from being used, or simply reserve it for himself? No one knows for sure. Talshak has been quite adept at weaving distracting spells to keep the circle from its goal. However, the thick-headed trolls have proved more difficult to dissuade. Talshak is happy to provide heroes with details of the trolls' activities, in exchange for help from driving the gangsters away. Alright. So, here we go. Are you familiar with the creatures known as the minions of Igneous? They're the most insidious. They disguise themselves as simple rocks, but when approached, they become fearsome monsters. I would like you to go into Grindel's Gulch and defeat these creatures. The area is deadly enough without them. Alright. Your Paragon City police are already fighting a war on 2 fronts in the Hollows. The igneous creatures can only exasperate that problem. Yeah, I'm really wishing I had some water about now. Pollen season is here also. That's not helping. Okay. Oh wait, is that igneous? Yep. Oh man. Oh man. This could get rough. We're going to use an inspiration to help us here. Oh lordy. Whew. Thank the Lord for inspirations. Raw. Spine burst, bitches. Oh god. Okay, that's my timer. So thanks for watching, folks, and please tune into the next episode of City of Heroes with Talshak the Mystic story arc.